our Thursday the 19th, and we're doing our math pages 253 and 254. So if you're watching this video, that is for Thursday, page 253 and 254. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with doing our counting by twos to 24, and we're going to do jumping jacks. Everybody get up. That's you. If you're sitting down, you need to get up. Count with me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Do a good job. Oh, we're supposed to go 28, 26, 28. Nice. Now we're going to count by threes to 36, and we're going to do high knees. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. And then we're going to finish with counting by fours to 48. And we're going to high kick it. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. Whew. Take a deep breath. All right, and then we're going to do our 11 family. Now remember, we're reviewing the 11 family because some of you were a little weak on your skills, so you need to memorize the answers to this family and the combinations. Remember, 8 plus 3, these are our add-ins, and 11 is our sum, which is the answer. So say it with me, and you can, oh, I gotta find my pointer stick. Oh, there it is. All right, so this time we're going to hop on the answer. 0 plus 11 equals 11. We'll do a jig. 1 plus 10 equals 11. 2 plus 9 equals 11. 3 plus 8 equals 11. 4 plus 7 equals 11. 5 plus 6 equals 11. 11 plus 0 equals 11. 6 plus 5 equals 11. I went to the wrong spot. 7 plus 4 equals 11. 8 plus 3 equals 11. 9 plus 2 equals 11. 10 plus 1 equals 11. 11 plus 0 equals 11. Good. Now let's do our subtraction family. Let's do our subtraction family for that. So it's 11 minus 11. All right, ready? Begin. 11 minus 0 equals 11. Do a jumping jack. 11 minus 1 equals 10. 11 minus 2 equals 9. 11 minus 3 equals 8. 11 minus 4 equals 7. 11 minus 5 equals 6. 11 minus 6 equals 5. 11 minus 7 equals 4. 11 minus 8 equals 3. 11 minus 9 equals 2. 11 minus 10 equals 1. 11 minus 11 equals 0. Good job. Hopefully you can say those without having to look at our chart. Now today we're going to continue to talk about borrowing. We're borrowing when there is a 0 in the tens place and also the ones place. Now I'm going to switch this around so you can see, instead of watching it backwards, I'm going to go through the steps. So let's just quickly switch it around. All right, and here we are. All right, so the first thing we do is we look and we say, can we take 0 away from 6? And you know that we cannot take nothing away from 6. So we would borrow, but oh, look right here. We can't borrow from nothing. So we have to go next door to our hundreds place. And we look at our hundreds place and we say, can we borrow from 5? And the answer is yes. Cross out the 5 and you're left with 400 now. Borrow, add. Borrow, add. We add our 1 to the tens place now. So this would be 4 in the hundreds place, 10 in the tens place. But look, we still cannot take 0 away from 6. We can't subtract here and we can't subtract here because we always subtract first in the ones place. You cannot start anywhere else. I still cannot take 0 from 6. Can I borrow from the tens place? I can borrow from 10, and now I'm left with 9. Now we have a 9 in the tens place. Borrow, add. Borrow, add. I add my 1 that I borrowed, and now you see we have 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6, hopefully you can answer before I write it, it is 4. 9 minus 4, my answer is 5. And 4 minus 2, the answer is 2. So that was one of your problems on your math page today. I hope that you looked at it. It is either the first or second problem on your math page today. So hopefully you were able to get that. All right, now we're going to continue on. Let me just sit you back down there. All right, now the next thing that I want to go over is looking at our groups of things, and we're going to find either however many they want you to put in a group. Today they're asking on your math page to show 1/2 of a group. 1/2 of something. And so if you look up here, I have put 1/2. Remember you write 1/2 of our group. So we write 1/2. So let's count up the ships. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm going to write 1/2 of 16 because that's how many ships there are. And I want to know how many I'm going to put in each group. Now look, I am going to have 2 groups total. So how can I figure out how to put my ships in 2 groups? I can count by 2s until I get to 16. Count with me, please. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and I hope you got the same answer as me. You should have had 8. I can count by 2s until I get to 16 and get 8. So that means I have to go and I need to circle 8 ships. And if you notice, there is another group, which is my second group, and there are 8 ships in that group also. Now I'm going to look at my crabs or lobsters. They look like maybe, I'm not sure, maybe like little whoos with little hair on the top. It's pretty bad. But those are supposed to be lobsters. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 of my number. And again, they want to find 1/2. How can I figure that out? You should be able to tell me. Count by 2s until you get to 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I had to count 5 times by 2s to get to 10. So that means I'm going to have 2 groups, and there will be 5 in each group. So I will circle 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lobsters, and I have another group, which is my second group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are both even, so in each group I had 5. So that is how you figure out 1/2 of 10, and this also was on your math page. Now, one of the last few things I want to go over with you, I want to go over subtracting and adding when the number is horizontal. So when the number is horizontal, you have the number 13 plus 47. This was also on your math page. This was on the back side on page 254, and it was number 2 on the back of your paper. So hopefully you are there looking at it right now. So the first thing that we do when we have 13 plus 47, you underline the number in the ones place. So you should have underlined the 3 and the 7 in the ones place. Now we want to add those up. Add up 3 plus 7, and my answer is 10. But remember, 10 cannot be in the ones place. So 0 stays in the ones place, and remember the 1 travels to the beginning of the tens place. Now we can add up our tens place number. We start with our added number, 1 plus 1, which is 2, plus 4, and my answer should have been 60. I hope that you got that answer. If you didn't, double check your work. You can come back and look. Now the next problem that we're going to do is when it's minus. And remember, when it is minus, I hope you can see it, you want to be able, and I wrote it here on the board, I'll bring it to you, you want to be able to subtract. And again, since it's written horizontally, you'll have to remember that you start with the number in the ones place. And I'm going to again turn it around so you can see how to do it. So let's go ahead. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry for my fingers. All right, we've underlined the numbers in the ones place, and this is what we do. We start to subtract, and I say, can I take 4 away from 6? And you should all say, no. I can't take 4 away from 6, but I can borrow. So I borrow from your 8, and I'm left with 7. Borrow, add, borrow, add. Now you can see a problem. You have the number 14 minus 6 gives us the answer. You should have written 8 by the time I did. Now you can subtract 7 minus 6 equals 1. 18 is my answer. And if you added 18 plus 66, I can add 8 plus 6 is 4. 1 plus 1 plus 6 is 8. Oops, boy, that's pretty bad. 84 is the same as 84. So that should help you figure out that problem. Now, the last thing that I want to do with you for today, I want to see how you're doing on your facts. So let's go ahead and say our facts. 1 yard equals 36 inches. 1 foot equals 12 inches. 1 yard equals 3 feet. Freezing point of water equals 32 degrees Fahrenheit. 1 week equals 7 days. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. And the last thing, see if you can answer before. Here we go. Here are our subtraction facts. Say them in your mind. 9 minus 8. 12 minus 4. 12 minus 7. 10 minus 3. 11 minus 9. 11 minus 8. These are harder. Try it. 10 minus 4. 14 minus 7. 8 minus 3. 10 minus 2. 5 minus 2. 9 minus 7. Oh man. 7 minus 5. 9 minus 6. Oh, 9 minus 3.